Hello and welcome to LW Kitchen. Now today we're going to make posh fruit and nut, and that's my favourite, and it's a lovely thing to make just before Christmas. You can either eat the whole lot yourself or you can chop it up and put it into kilma jars and give it as gifts. Now I know that you can buy stuff like this, but you can't buy it like this. This tastes amazing. So you need 3 different types of chocolate. You need 70% dark chocolate, which you want to melt. You want just good quality milk chocolate, slightly less in amount, and a very, very small amount of white chocolate. When you melt your chocolate, you can use the microwave, but it is very easy to burn it. I think it's much safer to do it all 3 bowls in a roasting tin. I know the bowls aren't meant to really touch the water, but if you keep an eye on it, they'll be fine. White chocolate doesn't like to be heated too much, so put that in last to heat. Then get yourself a baking tray and a piece of greaseproof paper or baking paper. Put that on the top like that. And then the first chocolate that you're going to take is the dark. And you can see, because the chocolate's not been overheated, the beautiful shine on that chocolate. And pick it up and just pour it straight onto the paper like that. Scrape out every morsel of chocolate onto your paper. Now you can either use this, or if you're posh you can use a palette knife. I actually save washing up, I just use this. And then just spread it out. Work from the middle out. The important thing is, it doesn't matter if it's not perfectly square, it doesn't matter if it's oval, it doesn't matter if it's got a funny squiggle around the edge. The important thing is that it's equal thickness all over, so that it sets and cuts well. There we are. And just always work out from the centre. It's much easier. And let's just get all of that off like that. Next thing, milk chocolate. Notice that I'm not letting any water drop on the chocolate, because it doesn't like it. It tends to seize and go thick. That's why I've got like a little cloth there. Okay, this is when the fun starts. So now you want to pick up the chocolate, look at the shine on that chocolate, and then just go crazy all over the dark chocolate. That's it, just get really artistic with it, or not. This is a really lovely one for the kids to do with you. I mean, I'm going to be putting on cranberries and nuts, which is quite sort of grown up. But I mean, the kids, they can put on marshmallows and all sorts, whatever sort of Smarties, whatever their thing is. Take a fork and just go for it again. So you're whirling that chocolate right into the dark. Next thing we're going to do is to take the cranberries, or you could use sultanas or raisins, or, you know, my kids would hate me putting raisins on, but I love raisins when they're all plump and lovely. But you know, you can sprinkle on more chocolate buttons, marshmallows, hundreds of thousands, you know, for the kids if you want. Pistachios, I just love the colours. Look at the red, the green. Once again, hazelnuts, almonds, broken walnuts. But I do love pistachios and chocolate. And then I've just got a few little almonds here, which I'm just going to finish off with. The final thing is the white chocolate. Now, you can, if you want to, make yourself a little piping bag, okay? So to make these piping bags, you want to get yourself, cut out a square of greaseproof paper, and then cut the square in half so that you end up with something like that, okay? And then what you want to do is, if you hold it, let go of it, and just take that corner, and then you let go of it, and then you just fold it around like that. So you've got a little bag. And then to secure it, I mean, you could staple it, but I always think that's a bit dodgy. I will just give it a couple of folds like that. And then you've got your little bag. Because we're not going to need a huge amount of chocolate on this. And then I'm just going to pour that white chocolate into the bag like that. Or you could just use a teaspoon to do this if you wanted to. Fold the bag over, like so. I might have put a little bit too much in here, but never mind. I'm just going to make a little cut just so it comes out a bit quicker. And then I'm just going to take it like that. All over the chocolate. That's it. It's so easy. Just leave it somewhere cool. Don't put it in the fridge. It won't hurt it, but it will lose its shine. So just put it somewhere where it's cool, maybe in the larder or somewhere away from the radiators for about an hour and a half until it's solid. And then we'll come back and we'll have a look at it. So here we are, looking good. And that was probably about an hour and a half in a cold place. Look, in the paper, you could just rip it off like that and eat it. As a huge chocolate bar. Perhaps not. Okay, so 2 ways of serving this. I'd leave the paper on it actually. And get yourself a knife and just cut it up into bits. Okay? And then, you know, it doesn't have to be neat, you know, you can just have lovely shards of this. But really don't put it in the fridge because it will make it go too hard, and also it will just lose all of its gloss. Look at that. Then you can put it in a jam jar. You can even break it up with your fingers if you want to, and give it to someone as a Christmas gift. Or you can just, if you've got people coming over for dinner, rather than doing a pudding, you can serve it with coffee, which would be really, really lovely. This knife is useless. They wanted me to use it because it looked arty. You can't beat a good chef's chopping knife. It might not look pretty, but it does the job. So just press that down like that. And then, as I said before, when you get to the end of this, if you've got just a little bit left over, you can melt it and put it over ice cream. I mean, it really is lovely. There you go. What a lovely Christmas gift for someone. Posh Fruit and Nut.